For me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the...
You know, the custody battle, she did win and everything. Where are things with you and your ex now?
Peace. Yeah, peace, man. I'm all about understanding. I'm all about what's best for everybody.
Yeah.
The greater good. And it just like, I'm just telling you, like, my life, I tell myself this every day, like, man, this is amazing.
I was going through things, and marriage ended in divorce, and it was kind of hard. So yeah, it's what I'm dealing with day by day.
You two are Jeezy and Jeannie. My narrative suddenly moved from being depressing to completely crazy, following months of untidy headlines, rumors of cheating, and legal cases. It appears that Jeezy may have discovered something that totally upended his entire life. The internet reports that new court documents are purportedly circulating that suggest Jeannie's daughter from their marriage may not be his. And it's said that Jeezy is very angry. Let's make one thing clear before we go there. That assertion is not supported by any verified court records. But because Jeezy has been acting strangely, folks think it might be genuine. Insiders claim he's finished playing nice after he unfollowed Jeannie and removed any references to her off his profile. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, Mario Lopez's name began to trend alongside Jeannie's.
I don't got no enemies. I ain't got no issues. I don't want no enemies. I don't want no issues. I just want peace. I just want joy, and I just want freedom. I love my freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it.
Jeannie and Jeezy's relationship was one of those infrequent real-life love stories, as you all undoubtedly recall. They didn't have to tell too much. The chemistry was self-evident. Everything about them felt grounded, mature, and purposeful, from the calm involvement during lockdown to the gentle launches. They shared a kinship based on healing rather than chaos, the kind that we've both experienced. For a time, it appeared as though Jeannie had finally found a place where she could feel protected. And to be honest, this video from their trip to Italy says it all. They appeared to be at ease, unconcerned with the outside world, and totally in love. However, everything changed after Monica was born. The vibe shifted. Jeezy began performing alone more frequently. In interviews, Jeannie appeared anxious. Abruptly, the picture-perfect quiet began to crumble. And folks, you can actually hear it for yourself right here. Jeezy once acknowledged that he and Jeannie had attempted treatment, but it had failed.
Did you go to therapy with her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Right.
So you actually addressed it, tried to work through it, tried to do the work, and it just was like not happening.
It wasn't a bomb. It was the silent gap that develops before a relationship completely breaks down. And it was too late by the time anyone realized, for something had already begun to unravel beneath those smiles and those coordinating family pictures. And that's when the strangeness began, because she appeared as a guest host on Access Hollywood with Mario Lopez at the same time as the friction between Jeannie and Jeezy became apparent. Here's the video of Mario praising Jeannie on air to give you an idea of what everyone was talking about. The precise instance that caused many to question their chemistry.
Mama's coming in looking hot today.
Hey, you know, you gotta come to Orlando where the sun is. I gotta bring some of the sunshine. You know, it's beautiful out here.
Who'd you travel out here with?
So I traveled by myself.
Now, Mario knows everyone. He has played the game for ages. Charming, vivacious, and adept at putting people at ease on camera. However, professional chemistry is not something that can be done online. It was over as soon as people viewed those videos showing them leaning into closely and laughing too readily. Everyone dismissed it at first. Isn't it television? They are meant to appear amiable. However, those old Access Hollywood videos started to look completely different after the divorce file appeared out of nowhere. As you may recall, Jeezy unexpectedly filed for divorce in September 2023. Before that, there was nothing but official documents stating that the marriage was irretrievably broken. He and Jeannie had a prenuptial agreement, but what was most notable was how emotionless the filing sounded. According to sources, Jeannie was upset and wasn't prepared to give up. She also wanted her family back. However, Jeezy was said to be finished. At this point, the rumors about Mario Lopez resurfaced like a boomerang, with many claiming that the breakup had nothing to do with distance or arguments. It had to do with adultery. Let's be honest now. Official evidence that Jeannie ever cheated on Jeezy does not exist. However, Other gossip sites noted at the same time how at ease she appeared with Mario. There is no truth whatsoever to any rumors of cheating, according to TMZ. You all know how this goes, though. Once a rumor begins, it's impossible to ignore the chemistry. It got nasty when people began to link Jeannie's marriage disintegrating and the date of her guest hosting. However, the story got messier just when everyone thought it couldn't get much messier. Because the plot takes a gloomy turn at this point, blogs began alleging that Jeezy had discreetly asked for a private paternity test a few weeks after he filed for divorce. Although there is currently no official confirmation, the timing is too close for comfort. Jeezy was already doubting if his daughter was biologically his before the breakup was even finalized, if that rumor was even partially accurate. Then followed the fictitious court document rumor, which was based on a purported screenshot that said Jeezy wasn't the father because of test results. The internet embraced it as gospel, even if it was probably phony. And to be honest, it felt real, which is why it spread so quickly. It had legs because of Jeezy's quiet, his removed posts, and his general resentment following the divorce. As you may have seen, Jeezy has changed since all of this. Once posting inspirational notes on family photos, the man now appears to be bearing the burden of betrayal. He released that heartfelt album of open letters. I may be able to forgive, but I never forget. Furthermore, the lyrics were too personal. Jeannie was out here trying to keep herself together as Jeezy was channeling his grief into music. She talks candidly about her experiences adjusting to life after the divorce and how she has been handling everything in this footage. How are you at the moment?
Now, how are you healing? Because you did recently post on Instagram. You said sometimes you need to take a break and disconnect to heal. So how are you healing and how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm taking it day by day, and thankfully being able to have a show like this and to come to work and be able to do something that you enjoy doing takes your mind off of things. And you know, right now I'm just focusing on Monaco. I'm focusing on things that I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
And I mean, shoot, when you're surrounded by people, you just get to laugh and, you know, look at the things that you enjoy doing in life.
Yeah.
Then, you know, you get through it.
Laughter is the best medicine.
This is where the situation becomes even more dire. According to insiders, Jeezy thought Jeannie had taken advantage of him, that she returned his confidence, stability, and growth platform with lies. You can see why he's furious if that's even partially accurate. Now let's introduce Mario Lopez, the person that everyone has been blaming. Mario eventually addressed it lightly in an interview after being tagged in rumors for weeks, saying something like, "Jeannie's a great colleague and a friend, but these rumors are ridiculous." He seems pleased rather than outraged, and that's what further confused them. Because why not more vigorously protect Jeannie in public if there was truly nothing between them? Rather than shutting it down, why laugh it off? His casual response appeared to some spectators to be guilt. According to some, he was merely attempting to maintain his professionalism and avoid adding gasoline to a fire that he did not ignite. In any case, his answer did not silence anyone. They actually gave Jeannie a closer look as a result. Jeannie then began posting mysterious remarks about forgiveness, trust, and keeping your peace. She stopped sharing Monaco's face online, stopped doing interviews, and concentrated on co-parenting. Despite her heartbreak, she is attempting to move on, according to sources. One insider told Page 6, Jeannie wants her marriage to work. She's devastated that Jeezy filed for divorce, and that seems sense, but the harm has already been done. No public relations staff is large enough to dispel a rumor like the baby isn't his once it becomes widely circulated. The uncertainty itself has altered everything, even if Monaco is Jeezy's biological daughter, which is the most likely scenario. Because it's over once a man, especially one like Jeezy, is publicly humiliated. In case you missed it, their court struggle quickly took a turn for the worse. Jeannie apparently voiced worries about Jeezy's attitude and gun storage near the infant, while Jeezy accused Jeannie of being controlling and secretive. After months of back and forth, Jeezy was granted joint custody of Monaco in March 2025. Everyone understood at that point that this was about more than simply sadness. It has to do with control. And although the custody decision appeared to be in Jeezy's favor, there was a price to pay. There was no longer any public compassion for Jeannie. Jeezy and Jeannie are currently co-parenting their kid and are legally divorced. However, insiders claim that tensions are high. According to reports, Jeezy maintains courteous and brief interactions, while Jeannie has been quietly rebuilding her career, creating lifestyle material, and maintaining her relationship with her daughter. He has moved on to concentrate on his music and book endeavors. Even though the baby isn't his, she still gets rumors about him everywhere. It is mentioned under each and every post. It has turned into a stain that she can't get rid of, even when she's merely posting photos of herself cooking or working out. In all honesty, I believe that this entire tale demonstrates how easily people fall for scandal. In actuality, there isn't any confirmed evidence that Monaco isn't Jeezy's child. However, social media has continued to turn rumors into reality despite this. Perhaps that is the most painful thing for Jeannie as well as Jeezy. Because picture being a mother, loving your child, and having strangers on the internet doubt your entire role as a mother. It's made worse by Jeezy's quiet though. He hasn't provided any clarification or supported her. Additionally, people tend to assume the worst when a man remains silent among such rumors. Something obviously broke between them at the end of the day. Perhaps it wasn't cheating either. It might not have been fatherhood.